How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. We have a massive episode for you today full of the scariest video clips going around, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more spooky content. Just like this.
Wait, Postman.
The first clip on our list is one of those scary videos that really sticks with you. Uploaded to TikTok by scary.jan3, it has viewers buzzing after a young boy was caught on camera having a full conversation with someone, or something, that can't be seen.
Wait, Postman. Ghostman, Ghostman. Ghostman, you say yes.
In the clip, the child casually asks, "Want to talk to me?" while looking toward an empty space in the room.
You want to talk? You want to talk, Ghost? You want to talk to me?
He continues addressing the unseen presence as Ghost Man, speaking to it with surprising confidence.
Ghostman. Ghostman, Ghostman. Ghostman, you say yes.
At one point, the boy even warns that he'll beat the Ghost Man up if he doesn't quiet down, before firmly asking the entity to leave.
I'm gonna beat you up, 'cause if you don't be quiet.
The unsettling exchange has sparked debates in the comments, with many pointing out that children are often thought to be more sensitive to the supernatural. Some believe young kids can perceive things adults can't, whether due to imagination, intuition, or a still open connection to the unexplained. But the tone of the video isn't entirely chilling. In fact, a lot of viewers were impressed by how boss-like the boy behaves during the encounter. Instead of showing fear, he stands his ground, speaking to the unseen figure with the authority of someone much older.
Wait, Ghostman. Ghostman, Ghostman. Ghostman, you say yes.
Whether the child was interacting with an imaginary friend, a ghost, or something else, one thing is for sure. His behavior captured on video likely freaked out his parents.
I'm gonna beat you up, 'cause if you don't be quiet now.
Think the chills stop here? Not quite. Our merch store is packed with haunting designs to keep the eerie vibes alive. Tees, hoodies, stickers, caps, you name it. Plus, free shipping on all orders over $50. Check the link below or the pinned comment if you dare. A strange and unsettling clip uploaded to Reddit by Indominus Red has captured something swimming in an abandoned quarry. The footage, reportedly filmed in the Balkans in 2021, appears to show a large, unknown creature thrashing through the water. The creature's body never fully emerges, but the violent movements and wide disturbance of the water suggest something with considerable size and strength swimming just below. Commenters were quick to point out that without any visible landmarks and boats, rocks, or objects floating nearby, it's almost impossible to determine how large the creature actually is. Some speculated it could be a large catfish, a surfacing diver, or even construction debris just below the waterline. Others were convinced the splashes were far too dramatic for anything mundane, suggesting the possibility of a cryptid or unknown aquatic species living in the flooded quarry. Quarry lakes are often extremely deep, with cold, murky water that can hide all kinds of wildlife, and their still, isolated environments lend themselves perfectly to eerie encounters like this. For now, the identity of the creature remains a mystery. Without more footage or a clearer reference point for size, viewers are left to wonder what, or how big, the thing in the water truly was. We'll throw this one over to you, the viewer, for final judgment. What do you think this video shows? Let me know your take in the comments section below. A short YouTube clip posted by Mr. Videos has reignited conversation about former Brazilian President Michel Temer after capturing a bizarre moment during one of his public speeches.
Já eliminamos vários ministérios da máquina pública. E ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão encomendados. Bem que eu pedi uma pastilha. Já estão encomendados estudos para eliminar.
In the video, Temer's voice suddenly shifts mid-sentence, while his expression twists briefly into what viewers have described as a sinister smile.
E ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão encomendados. Bem que eu pedi uma pastilha. Já estão encomendados estudos.
The moment spread quickly across Reddit and Instagram, where users debated whether the strange vocal change was caused by a faulty microphone, a momentary throat slip, or something more unsettling. Some commenters suggested that it looked supernatural, while others insisted it was nothing more than a physiological glitch. While the clip stands on its own as a curious viral moment, its resurfacing has landed in a broader cultural context. Temer's presidency was marked by deep political polarization, and at the height of his interim administration, Brazil's artistic and cultural communities staged massive protests. In 2016, Temer's government proposed dissolving the Ministry of Culture, triggering nationwide occupations of cultural buildings, impromptu concerts, and fiery demonstrations. Some protesters, angry, distrustful, and feeling culturally sidelined, even described the government shift as a satanic turn, using occult symbolism and apocalyptic language to express their belief that Brazil's artistic spirit was under attack. Even after the proposal was reversed, the protests continued, becoming emblematic of the era's unrest. Against this backdrop, it's no surprise that Temer's speech would attract renewed attention. To some, the clip is simply a technical hiccup caught at the perfect moment. Others described it as the devil trying to escape his body during the speech. Whatever caused the sudden voice change, the viral moment highlights how even the briefest live glitch can tap into wider public sentiment.
E ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão encomendados. Bem que eu pedi uma pastilha. Já estão encomendados estudos para eliminar. Chega, é muito. Já estão.
A bizarre video uploaded to TikTok by lqqe.tv has viewers unsettled after a driver captured footage of a neighbour behaving in a way many are calling downright eerie.
Va para adentro.
According to the poster, they were driving through their neighbourhood when they noticed one of their neighbours moving strangely on the front steps of her home.
Mírala. Pitale. Pitale.
The video's description suggests that their neighbour might actually be a skinwalker, a shape-shifting being from Navajo folklore, a common trope in online horror culture, often invoked when someone acts unnervingly still, stiff, or unusual. Whether it's a misunderstood moment or something stranger lurking in suburbia, the footage has definitely got people talking online. So what would you do if you saw your neighbour acting like this? Film a video or call an exorcist? Let me know in the comments section below. Astronomers recently detected one of the strangest cosmic signals ever recorded. A powerful burst of radio and X-ray energy firing every 44 minutes, like the ticking of some enormous celestial clock deep within the Milky Way. The object, known as ASCAP J1832-0911, sits 15,000 light years away, but its behaviour is like nothing science has seen before. The The burst lasts for 2 full minutes, then the star falls completely silent only to flare back up at the exact same interval. Nothing in current astrophysics explains a cycle this slow, this precise, or this powerful. Pulsars blink like heartbeats, magnetars crackle like unstable dynamos. But this thing, it pulses like a machine, patient, controlled, deliberate. So naturally, some people have begun to wonder, what if it doesn't behave like any known star because it isn't one? The idea is speculative, but it's spreading that ASCAP J1832-0911 might be some kind of alien megastructure, a technological behemoth engineered by a civilization far older and more advanced than our own. Not a Dyson sphere, but maybe something smaller or stranger. A beacon, a transmitter, a gravitational engine, a warning. What makes the mystery even deeper is that ASCAP J1832-0911 doesn't just emit radio waves, it fires synchronized X-ray bursts perfectly aligned with the radio pulses. That's something no long-period transient has ever been observed doing before. It's as if 2 different energy systems are switching on in unison, like a signal designed to be seen across multiple frequencies, and then there's its shifting behavior. Before late 2023, the object was almost invisible, quiet, weak, barely detectable. Then suddenly, in early 2024, it powered up. Pulses intensified by orders of magnitude, X-rays flickered to life, and just 6 months later it dimmed again, its voice fading into the dark. Some say the pattern looks less like a natural cycle and more like an engineered one, a system powering on, transmitting, then shutting down. Of course, mainstream astronomers don't jump to alien explanations, but even they admit there is no known object in the universe that behaves like this. Magnetars shouldn't pulse this slowly, white dwarfs shouldn't burst this violently, and no star should produce such perfect timing over and over again. If ASCAP J1832-0911 is natural, it means we've discovered an entirely new class of cosmic body. If it isn't, it means something else is out there building structures on a scale we can barely comprehend. For now, all we have is a flicker, a strange rhythmic heartbeat echoing from the edge of our galactic neighborhood. What it is, no one knows. But whatever is pulsing out there in the dark, it was powerful enough for us to notice, and it may not have been meant for us at all. A mysterious image uploaded to TikTok by Rincon Escalofriante OFI has been making the rounds online, and it's leaving many viewers deeply unsettled. The photo, whose origins remain unclear, appears to show a group of children marching in a parade, but there's something in the background that doesn't quite add up. At first glance, it looks like a perfectly ordinary moment frozen in time, but when you look closely, one detail stands out. A girl at the back of the group seems to have no legs. Her torso appears to be floating just above the ground, her lower half completely missing. The image has circulated across forums and paranormal pages for years with no confirmed explanation or source. Some believe it could be a camera glitch or motion blur, while others think it might be the result of a double exposure or an optical illusion caused by lighting and perspective. Of course, the more supernaturally inclined have suggested a different possibility, that the photo might actually capture a ghostly presence joining the parade unnoticed. So what do you think? A harmless photographic anomaly or something paranormal caught on camera? Let me know your take in the comments section below. A brief but scary video uploaded by Mysterious Paranormal has left viewers divided after something unsettling happens in the middle of a friendly card game. No one appears to touch it, and the reaction from those at the table quickly shifts from amusement to fear. Some viewers wondered whether the group might have been playing with tarot cards, hinting at a possible supernatural cause. Others said they'd experienced similar moments in their own homes, objects moving inexplicably, often when emotions or energy felt high. More skeptical commenters offered a simpler explanation, suggesting that condensation under the cup may have caused it to glide across the smooth tabletop. Whether it's a trick of physics or something stranger, the moment certainly left an impression. If you've ever witnessed something like this yourself, let us know in the comments below. A chilling photo uploaded to TikTok by Isabella Reddo has left viewers stunned after an unexpected figure appeared in the background. According to the poster, she originally posed for what she thought would be a fun, spooky-themed photo in an outfit she was wearing. At first glance, everything looked normal, and she thought nothing more of it. But when she and her friends later zoomed in on the image, they noticed something she hadn't seen at the time. Standing far in the back, partially hidden in the shadows, appears to be the ghostly figure of a tall man, dressed in dark clothing, watching from behind the rows of chairs. His face is faint but visible, giving the impression that he's staring directly toward the TikToker. The poster insists no one else was in the room when the photo was taken, making the discovery even more unsettling. A close-up highlights the mysterious figure, and viewers quickly flooded the comments with theories, from a lurking stranger to a full-blown apparition. With no clear explanation and no additional context, the eerie figure remains a mystery, one that turned a simple photo shoot into something far more disturbing. A strange late-night encounter uploaded to TikTok by Shanti Pagaragan has left viewers unsettled after the poster filmed a man standing completely still in the middle of a quiet road. According to the TikToker, she woke up around 4:02 a.m, and while the entire household was still asleep, she looked outside and saw a stranger standing motionless in the street. At first, she wasn't frightened, noting that the figure cast a shadow, so she assumed it couldn't be a ghost. After finishing the recording, the poster left briefly to use the bathroom, and when she returned, the man had vanished. Viewers quickly flooded the comments with theories. Some joked that the man was simply AFK, but others suggested a more serious possibility: catatonia. Catatonia is a neuropsychiatric condition that affects a person's movement, behavior, and responsiveness. Individuals in a catatonic state may stand or sit completely still for long periods, hold rigid or unusual postures, show little to no reaction to their environment, fail to speak or respond, and appear awake but unmoving. Catatonia can occur in connection with severe stress, mood disorders, certain medical conditions, or trauma. Whether the motionless stranger experienced a medical episode or was up to something a little more sinister, the clip has certainly stirred curiosity. It's another reminder that sometimes the strangest things might be happening just outside our window while we remain safe and sound in our bed. A mysterious video uploaded to TikTok by 5150 Farm and Rescue has viewers questioning whether something unusual was unfolding out in the pasture. In the clip, the poster films 4 horses standing completely frozen, motionless in the open, despite having shelter nearby. Described by the uploader as a glitch in the matrix, the animals stand in perfect stillness, as if paused mid-movement. What makes the scene even stranger is that the horses appear to ignore their surroundings entirely. The poster notes that the shelter is right there, yet none of the animals seek cover or react to the camera. It's as though they're suspended in time. Viewers quickly flooded the comments with theories. Some chalked it up to an incredibly rare moment of group stillness, while others believed the animals were reacting to something humans couldn't perceive. Many pointed out that animals are known to sense changes in the environment, from storms and seismic shifts to the presence of predators or even paranormal activity. Whether a natural herd behaviour, a moment of hypervigilance, or something more mysterious, the clip left viewers unsettled. A curious and provocative idea has emerged from the paranormal and fringe theology community. The notion that the ancient Nephilim, the mysterious hybrid giants described in biblical and apocryphal texts, may be the distant origin of the figures we know today as clowns. This concept is explored in depth in the 2024 book The Nephilim Looked Like Clowns, Volume 1, The History by Paul Stobbs, available in paperback, audiobook, and digital formats across platforms such as Amazon and Audible. The book blends ancient lore with cultural analysis, proposing that clowns may be a modern caricature of ancient beings once feared by humanity. Stobbs's description frames the idea starkly. When people think of clowns, they usually imagine bright costumes and slapstick antics, not towering, predatory giants. Yet he argues that early depictions of the Nephilim may have carried exaggerated physical traits that became ritualized over time. Through oral traditions, storytelling, fear symbolism, and performance culture, these traits may have evolved into the painted faces, pale skin, oversized features, and unsettling energy associated with the clown archetype. The theory gains further momentum from humanity's enduring discomfort with clowns. Despite being intended as comic performers, clowns frequently evoke instinctive fear, a phenomenon known as coulrophobia. Some theorists argue this may stem from an ancient, inherited response to encountering humanoid beings that looked almost human, but not quite right. In this interpretation, clowns represent a cultural memory, a softened, theatrical echo of something humanity once perceived as threatening or uncanny. Critics dismiss the idea as imaginative myth blending, pointing out that clown traditions can be traced to theatre, ritual performance, and cultural satire. Still, Stobbs' theory resonates with readers because it combines folklore, psychology, and biblical mystery into a single narrative. It suggests that symbols can survive long after their original source is forgotten, and that beneath the circus paint and balloon animals, clowns may have far older, stranger origins than anyone expects. Whether taken literally or metaphorically, the book explores a fascinating possibility that humanity's instinctive shiver at the sight of a clown might not be a modern quirk at all, but a much older echo from deep in our mythic past. A scary video posted to Reddit by key_proposal_8529 has sparked a wave of fear and speculation after the uploader captured what appears to be a mysterious humanoid lurking in the woods near their home in Missouri, not far from the historic Trail of Tears route. According to the poster, the encounter happened late at night as they pulled into their driveway. In the darkness, just beyond the tree line, something tall stood motionless among the branches. The uploader explained that where the figure appears to be standing is directly above a deep ditch, meaning whatever it is would have to be significantly tall to be visible at that height. Terrified, they remained in their car until they worked up the courage to sprint inside. One viewer pointed out what looks like a second figure partially hidden behind a tree to the left, describing the shapes as eerily similar to the classic alien grey silhouette. Others suggested the main figure might be a person, a forest spirit, or even Mothman due to its apparent height and looming presence. The ominous setting only fuels the unease. The Trail of Tears region carries a long, heavy history, and residents frequently report strange sightings, unusual sounds, and unsettling feelings in the surrounding forests. Whether that adds weight to the sighting or simply heightens its emotional impact is up for debate, but it certainly makes the footage feel all the more intense. For now, the identity of the figure remains unknown. A terrifying video posted to Reddit by ExpertDesk7492 has caused a surge of speculation across the online community after a group of people inadvertently recorded what appears to be a horned creature staring down at them from a rocky cliff face in Turkey. There's a strange figure with curved horns, its outline distinctly non-human. One of the men urges the others to remain calm, insisting they stay quiet and avoid provoking whatever is looming on the ledge. But the tension escalates when another member of the group announces that he sees something else, this time much closer. Another figure, hidden in the rocks near where they are standing. The moment that second sighting is mentioned, fear erupts through the group. Panic sets in and the footage soon ends. The video's text overlay and referencing possible entities like the Goat Man or a demonic presence has only intensified the mystery. Viewers have debated whether the creature resembles a goat-headed cryptid, a figure from local folklore, or something far stranger. Others believe it may have been an animal misinterpreted under low light, though the stillness and stature of the figure have left many unconvinced. With no clear explanation and no follow-up footage from the group, the encounter remains a disturbing unknown. Before we get to our last segment, help a ham out by hitting that like button and sharing this episode on your socials. For more than 2 decades, the Harley Hoffman Bigfoot footage has stood as one of the most argued over pieces of alleged Sasquatch evidence ever recorded. Shot in the early 2000s near Mission, British Columbia, the short clip shows a tall, hulking figure striding through the trees, and it continues to divide believers and skeptics to this day. According to Hoffman, the video was captured purely by accident. He claimed he had taken a new camcorder out to the woods to test it when he noticed movement in the trees. Hoffman zoomed in, and that's when he saw it, a massive dark creature covered in hair walking upright through the forest. The figure appears broad-shouldered, long-armed, and heavily built, with a smooth, confident stride. Unlike many Bigfoot clips, this one is relatively steady and close up, giving viewers a surprisingly clear look at the creature's silhouette and proportions. Over the years, Hoffman has repeatedly insisted the footage is genuine, even taking and passing a polygraph test. While polygraphs are far from definitive, the gesture only added to the mystique surrounding the clip. What makes the Hoffman video so frequently discussed is its unusual clarity for the era. The creature's gait looks fluid rather than clumsy, and the body shape seems difficult to attribute to a cheap costume. Some Bigfoot researchers have noted the creature's long arm swing, large trapezius muscles, and distinct shoulder movement, details that would require a very high-end suit to replicate authentically in the early 2000s. The video soon spread across cryptozoology forums, documentaries, and later YouTube, often presented as one of the more believable Bigfoot captures out there. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics argue the figure could still be a person in a gorilla suit, possibly modified with extra padding. Post-2000 costume technology was more advanced than people remember, and some believe a motivated hoaxer could have created the appearance of musculature using foam and fabric. Skeptics also point to the lack of physical evidence following the encounter. No tracks were cast, no hair samples were recovered, and no additional witnesses stepped forward. Others argue the setting itself looks a little too perfect, as if chosen intentionally for a staged reveal. Another red flag often cited is Hoffman's shifting details in older interviews, which led some viewers to question how much of the story had been embellished over time. Still, no one has ever conclusively debunked the footage. Even skeptics admit it's a step above the usual blurry Bigfoot clips, and believers continue to champion it as one of the best visual pieces of evidence ever recorded. Its ambiguity is exactly what keeps it alive, clear enough to intrigue, vague enough to debate. For many in the Bigfoot community, the Harley Hoffman footage remains a tantalizing what-if moment. Whether it shows a real undiscovered primate or just a well-executed hoax, it's become a permanent part of Sasquatch lore. A mysterious artifact from the early days of digital camcorders that still has people staring into the trees and wondering what might be out there.
Now, if you want to watch some more spooky content, then hit those 2 links right there. They'll keep you entertained for hours and hours, we promise. Smash that thumbs up button because it really helps our videos getting out to new audiences. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time. Peace!